I'm not asking you who's the GOAT. I'm not asking for your top five. I'm asking for your greatest of right now. Who is your GORN MC? All right? I'm going to share with you who I think are the 7 GORN MCs. And you need to take me seriously because I'm some white guy in his living room dressed like an extra on Miami Vice. So, very clearly, I have very important opinions. But listen, let's have fun with this. Let's talk about this. This is the second year I've done this. I did the GORN list in 2024. I'm going to do it every year because that's the whole point. It's not about the greatest of all time, all right? It's not even about my favorites of all time. No Jay-Z or Biz Markie are going to be on this list, okay? This is about the right now of it. And this is the strength of rap music. It's so hard to whittle it down, even if you are only talking about active rappers. By that, I mean active within the last year or about to drop, okay? Rappers not in retirement. If you just go by the criteria that I'm thinking of, primarily on skill, rhymes, flow, voice, not necessarily bars, but, they have to have some kind of artistic flair, right? Beat choice, song construction, album construction, artistic merit, influence, just like the ability that they have to influence and change things. And it's based on a whole bunch of things, but I want to simplify it for you this year. It's just about two things. It's a combination. When we're trying to figure out who the GORN is, props to Trek Sketch on Pinterest. That's where I stole this sketch of a GORN from. If you want to figure out if someone is the GORN, it's a combination of recent releases of excellent quality and excitement for an impending release. Okay? So like not just like, oh, that was great last year, but like that was great last year and it's changing things, and how is this going to impact this year, and what's this person going to do next? Like it doesn't always have to be future only, but it can't be just the past and it can't be just the future. All right? That's what makes someone the best of right now. So, like I said, like Cleo, I went from 5 to 7 because I just couldn't keep it. There were just too many absolutely amazing, great rappers right now that give me that sense of excitement. But that's not all that changed. I did the same video 364 days ago, and this was my top 5. Okay? Number 5, Ice Spice. Number 4, Nas. Number 3, Makami. Number 2, Playboi Carti. Number 1, Billy Woods. Would it surprise you to know that my number 1 from last year is not even on the list? Nor is number 2. Nas isn't on here either. It's not like they're not amazing MCs, but they were on ridiculous runs. The Arm & Hammer album had come out. The Ethiops had just come out a little bit before that. The Arm & Hammer album came out, and the one with the maps, Woods was just absolutely on fire. And same thing with Nas, doing 11 albums in 3 years with Hit Boy. So it's not that they fell off. It's just, didn't do it in last year, kind of what's going on, Now, Ice Spice and Playboi Carti not being on the list, that they did fall off. Ice Spice, that's why I do this list. Because, I was really excited. I really thought she might make the net. Now, everyone made fun of me when I said it, but I meant it. I liked the EP. I thought she could really do something great, and then she just really did something fine. And it's not even like it's the worst thing, but I had a lot of faith in her, And Playboi Carti, listen, he might drop tomorrow and might be right back up there again. But it sort of seems more and more likely that he's not into being great. I don't know what it is. I might end up eating those words, but he's not on this list either, okay? Which means there's only one repeat. Were you paying attention? Were you going to figure out the one who made it onto this top 7? Thank you for auditing the Always Positive New Music Review Show, hosted by a French professor who wants to emphasize I'm going to go through a sort of also ran list, because there's a lot of should-bes on this list. And I put up a little poll in my community page on YouTube, and a lot of people responded. It's very cool. Some of yours were very similar to mine. Some of them were very different. And the main thing is this. I don't want it to be too much on last year. So Future had a crazy good year, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm excited for him to come out. It's also just about the excitement. It's like artists. Okay, so I have a baby, and the baby's like 6 months old now, almost 7 months, and she wakes up a lot. So I wake up a lot in the middle of the night, and sometimes if it's a Friday, I'll wake up and I'll check. I'm going to the bathroom after taking care of the kid at 3 o'clock in the morning. I will check to see who's released. There are some artists where I will stay up to listen, at least scan through the tracks, listen to the ones that seem interesting or have a good producer or have a good feature, So like these are the artists I'm talking about that are on this list that make me go, ugh. Okay? So that's why Future's not on there. Because even though I liked everything he did last year, it's not there. Schoolboy Q released one of the best albums of the year last year, but I can't quite tell if he's going to be doing more or if he's just going to do that and kind of drop off. And obviously, very sadly, Ka's not going to be on the list because he's no longer here, but definitely based on that. And then there's a couple artists who I'm excited for to hear what they're going to come out with. But based on the last year, I don't know. So, I mean, Jid had a crazy feature. Matter of fact, he had a crazier feature. That song, Crazier, was absolutely amazing. With Absol, and Ye is coming out with an album. I never am going to count him out. But I'm not going to put them. And as always, listen, I got blind spots. I got preferences. Okay. So feel free to tell me but man, why do we always have to say, I know I'm biased? What kind of obnoxious horse hockey is that? To even say, I know I'm biased. It's an insult to you to imply that you would think that I don't know that I'm biased. Of course I am. So second year in a row, Rock Marciano should probably be on this list, and I love him, but he's just not on there for me. Same thing with Mike, West Side Gun. Boldy James, another great example. I mean, he's great, but he's just not it for me. I'll review almost everything he does, and I'm super happy he's there. I am creating a new feature, which is what I call the 8 spot, which are people that they just didn't fit, but they really should. Like Danny Brown. He's just the feature that he did on the Fat Ray and Black Milk album. That verse is like just one of the best verses. It's just so good. And I bet he's going to come out with something this year, and I bet it's going to be really good. But didn't quite make it. J. Cole really probably should make it. Dissect Podcast responded to my thing. I don't know if it's just like a name love thing. But he put J. Cole on his list. A lot of people did. He didn't have a great year last year, but he did do some interesting stuff this year. And I would say the Fall Off, whatever he's calling his next album, Not the Face. I think, that's pretty exciting. So Future could have been on there. Absol could have been on there. I mean, the feature that he just did with IDK is amazing. He's just been doing not just the fact that he released one of the best rap albums of the year, but his features on J. Cole were amazing. His features on, just everywhere he was amazing. Lupe might do something great. Could be on the list. JPEG Mafia could obviously be on the list, but just not enough space. So they're in the 8th spot. That's the highest level of near misses. And then what? I could have said Conway, A$AP Rock, Earl Sweatshirt, Rap Ferreira, Travis Scott, Shea Noir, Love the Genius, Megan Thee Stallion, Action Bronson, Ransom, Sims, Your Old Droog. They could all make it. And I'm not. That's just the whole thing. I am rap's cheerleader. Can I call myself that? Is that okay? I think that's okay. I think I might just call myself that. I just want to be the cheerleader for this awesome art form because it's doing great. It's doing great. It's been doing great. It was doing great last year. And I dropped this like a week before the beef started, I dropped this when my channel had 69,000 subscribers, now I got 70,000. Speaking of which, if you like this video, subscribe. AVAA stands for awesome videos always. ALAA stands for awesome list as always. AGAA stands for awesome GORN as always. You can throw that in the comments. I'll throw a heart on that, and smash the like bucket and Patreon and all that stuff. And don't gamble on sports. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was tempted. The most tempted I've ever been. Celtics were playing the Lakers. That was exciting. But it couldn't have been more exciting than the Celtics almost choking in the 4th. Could someone get Baby Keem? Where is he? I thought he was going to be on this list last year. I thought he was going to be on this list this year. Where is he? He's one of the most exciting prospects. He's turning into Oh, gee, this is going to be a deep reference. He's turning into Greg Jeffries. It's like this really exciting guy who just kind of pops up, and then where did he go? I don't know. All right, cool. And also, hey, in the comments, if you want to give your top 7, you go ahead, or your top 5, or your top 3. And better not be of all time. I don't want to see any Tupac on there. I don't want to see, anybody, I'm just talking about right now, because that's the thing. The reason I'm hip hop's cheerleader, RAPIGREAT. Like the reason I just came up with that right now. The reason that's why I'm the GORN rap cheerleader. Like the reason that rap is so great is that you can do that. Like if I tried to do this for like mainstream rock music, I'd be like, the Black Stripes. All right, let's get into it. I also changed it to 7 out of my eternal love of HITC 7s. If you like soccer or people who write and talk about football or any sport at a very high level, check out HITC 7s. Not a sponsor. I just really like that guy. All right, starting at number 7. This is how good the list is. I'm talking Tyler, the Creator. He's number 7 for me. You might think he should be higher, but because he releases so infrequently, I feel like this album might change things, and it's just so good. And it wouldn't surprise me if he tried to build on it with something else this year, but I'm not quite sure about it. But just the strength of what he just last did, it gives me that feeling that he might keep on doing this. Like he feels right now. I guess that's it. A lot of it's like a mental thing. It's like some artists release an album and it feels like they're still going. Maybe it's because Tyler did that whole verse on the GNX track, whatever it is. It feels like they're like still in that moment, and others maybe it feels like not. Anyways, number 6, Glorilla. She released a spectacular EP, and unlike Ice Spice, a very good album. So her EP, Etang was way better than the LP, but the LP was still good. All right, Glorilla is really making a name for herself in this sort of different space of female rappers, where she is like very smart but also very street. She's not like picking fights, and she's really laying into her accent and her charisma, and just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of great things for her, and it feels like she's trying to release a lot of music. And I know if she drops something on Friday night and I wake up at 2:30 in the morning, help put my baby back to bed, I might be listening to Glorilla as opposed to HITC 7's videos on, I don't know, the 7 worst signings of history. Number 5 is the only repeat from last year, Makami. Yeah, he's just always releasing. Like, he's always going to be on this list because to me, he's the only rapper that makes me feel the way Ghostface Killah made me feel. Except he releases a lot more music than Ghostface. And he's not trying to be Pretty Tony. Like, I really like the Ghostface album from last year, but like half of it is him in his R&B bag, which is like awesome for him, and I love it. Just whatever Ghostface wants to do, he doesn't owe me nothing, okay? But Makami, Rich Ass Haitian was one of his best albums, and I'm sure he's going to release a couple more Dump Gods or Dump Things or whatever. He's just going to do something, and he's just always relevant and always exciting and always he's like one of my favorite rappers, Like, he's one of my, if I had to do my top 5 list over again, he's probably going to make his way on there now. And I first heard about him doing this channel. All right, number 4, we got Denzel Curry. What an insane run Denzel Curry has been on. And that King of the Mischievous South, if he really is on this thing of doing sort of like album mixtape, and then the mixtape was King of Mischievous South Part 2. Now, he almost loses some points because the deluxe was kind of disappointing. But still, he's just like, he's in his prime. That's what it is. Like, he's in his prime. And you feel it. You just feel it. Like, if he also had a great guest appearance on IDK. Man, y'all did not watch my IDK video. I started off the video saying, if you don't like IDK, you don't like rap music. And then none of you watched that video. So what are you doing watching this video? If you didn't watch that, it's okay, Skye. Not everyone watches every video. Don't take it personal. Yeah, but Denzel Curry is just really exciting. And again, I think the thing that I really like is I really love balance, and he really has that. Number 3, this might be controversial. roam streets. When it comes to underground rappers, when it comes to bars, when it comes to skill, he just releases something like every year. And every year it just blows me away. And that Hatton Garden Hold Up, the album itself, like track by track, wasn't necessarily the most amazing thing, but just his skill is so exciting to hear. His voice, that just, he's now just become like that guy. Like that's the way, I used to feel about Conway the Machine. I feel like Conway the Machine's still great. I liked this album last year, but I think his consistency has taken a dip in the last couple of years. At least that's how I feel. But just Rome Streets is just absolutely killing it. Number 2 is Doechii. Now, you can get mad at me because, she won all the Grammys and all that. But who had a better year last year? And who is primed to have just as good of a year this year? Okay, well, there's one person, but I haven't said them yet. But like Doechii had this ridiculous year. In some ways, it's good that she was overshadowed, that her year was overshadowed by the beef, because she might have gotten Lauryn Hilded, like the amount of attention and love and care and adulation and like, you are everything, like having 360 million people pointing at her saying, you are everything. And we know she struggles with anxiety. That might have been too much. It might have been the best possible thing that she could come out and get all that attention and love and respect, but not be the biggest thing, because she can sing, she can rap. She can really rap. She can really, 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 really rap. Like, God damn it, can she rap? Like, she's that good of a rapper that you just go, She's not a 4A rapper, right? She's not a good rapper for a singing rapper or for a Southern rapper. She's just an amazingly good rapper. And then that album was great. And she's coming out with an album this year probably. So just how would it be possible to be bigger than that? So I'm going to show you this so you can see. All right. Number 7, we had Tyler. All right. Number 6, we had Glorilla. Number 5, we had Makami. Number 4, Denzel Curry. Number 3, Rome Streets. Number 2, Doechii. And number 1, of course, it's Drake. You knew it was going to be Drake. He had an awesome year last year, he was like still riding high off of the For All the Dogs. He did that like sold out tour in Australia. I Took a Big Loss. That was just a really, that changed the game. He did all that great work for charity with Aiden Ross and a bunch of other Trump ghouls, and that's that's what makes him just the greatest of right now. And I'm sure whatever he's going to come out, the thing with Party Next Door, could you imagine being so good that you write Meet Your Padre? Like, you just wake up one day and you just write a song that good. All right, I'm done goofing around. Obviously, number 1 is K-Dot. He's the GORN. Kendrick Lamar is the GORN, and it's not even close. It's a joke. It's a joke to even think. It's a joke to even think about there being a better, a more greatest of right now candidate. I'm getting dreadfully close to making my Kendrick Lamar is the Beatles video, because he's like the most popular and the most respected. He's just everything all at once. And he's going to release a new album this year. And we're barely over the last one. And he's going on the tour. Just that 1-2 punch of Doechii and Kendrick in the same year. RAPISGREAT. Rap is great. I am your rap cheerleader. I don't know if I like that idea, but I'm tired. It's daylight savings. I don't know what it is. But there we go. So I will look for your lists. Tell me, who do you think, who did I leave off? Who should be higher? Who's too low? Is this exactly correct? Did I absolutely nail who is the GORN? All right. Till next time. That's almost 20 minutes. I'll stop now then. There's the camera.